Welcome back. It's good to see you again. This is Sharon Vornholt, and I'm here today with the fourth video in this series on probate investing. And today I want to talk about mail pieces and direct mail campaigns. So people ask me all the time, what is the best mail piece to send to people in probate? And I believe, and this is based on the results I've gotten over the years, I believe that the best mail piece is to send a white computer-generated letter. People respond to that. They're used to getting, let's say, legal things in the mail, so they're not put off when they see, you know, a white envelope, professional-looking envelope. I do like to have them hand-addressed, or to have the appearance of being hand-addressed. And the reason is that you get a much better open rate. So why wouldn't you use a yellow letter or a postcard? There are people out there that use yellow letters. I'm not a fan, because I want to present myself and my company as being the local gal who buys property. However, I'm a real company. So appearance and branding is a great big when it comes to probate investing. These folks are dealing with a whole lot of emotions, a whole lot of jobs, and when you make an offer on their property, they want to know that they're dealing with someone that can close the deal. They don't want to have any doubts about your abilities based on your marketing piece, much in the same way that you've got to show up in a manner so that they have confidence that you're a real estate pro. Now, that doesn't mean you need to show up in a three-piece suit or dress. Quite the contrary, but you do need to be dressed nicely like a professional. You know, maybe that's a pair of good jeans and a pair of boots and a jacket. Whatever that is for you, you need to present a professional appearance, because, and you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with mail pieces? Well, it all goes together with your branding. So when you send the right mail piece and you show up as a professional, you're going to get better results, I can tell you that. Now, what about postcards? When you are sending to someone who has just lost a family member, don't send a postcard that indicates you know about, you know, their situation. It's just in bad taste. We'll just let it go at that. So don't send a postcard and say, you know, I was going through public records and I discovered that you were you know, the executor of an estate, or anything like that. They're going to get very upset. And I know that the same way I know about yellow letters, because I talk to people and have been talking to people for a decade about why they chose me to, you know, to buy their house. Branding is everything in this business, and your mail piece and the way you conduct your follow-up campaigns is really important. So once you've decided to send them a letter, then the question always comes up about condolences. So should you put condolences in your letter or no condolences? I personally go ahead and address the white elephant in the room, because it's going to come up at some point in time. They're going to say, how did you know that I had a house for sale? So you can have that conversation in person, or you can put it in your letter. And there's no really right or wrong way to do this. It's just the way I prefer to do it. I prefer to be upfront and say that, but there's nothing wrong with choosing to do it the other way. Just know that, like I said, you're going to have to address it sooner or later. So how long should you mail to them? Well, until the house is no longer available. You know, you should mail to people every month until you buy the house, someone else buys the house, or they ask you to take it off the list for a reason, like Aunt Susie is going to inherit the house. Now, I don't automatically take them off because they say the house is listed, or something like that. The house may or may not be sold if it's listed. We don't have any way of knowing that. So I don't automatically take them off the list. That's a personal decision. Now, you know, you've got to decide whether to mail to surviving spouses. There are a whole lot of other considerations when you're doing probate mailings. But the most important thing is to get started. You know, get your mailings out there. Like I said, you don't know if they're going to be ready to sell the house in a week, a month, or a year. because of tax situations, they're probably going to wish they'd sold it by a year, or they're going to be really super motivated. So it's really only a question of whether the house will be listed or whether it will be sold to an investor. And in this market today, a seller's market, the vast majority of them are going to be listed with a realtor. So this means for all you agents watching this video, you have a huge, huge opportunity. So don't think that probate investing is just for investors. Investors buy those ugly houses, the ones that need work, that need updates and repairs. All the rest of those properties are going to be listed by a realtor. So there is a huge opportunity here, especially if you are a realtor investor. You've got, you know, two different ways that you can help the seller out. And the seller has a problem. They have a house that they need to sell to settle the estate. And in almost every case, even if they had the money to fix up the house, to do the repairs, to update the property, they don't want to spend their money. It's just that simple. So they want to sell the house. They are very motivated sellers. So I hope this helps you out. And if you'd like to learn more about probate investing and learn how to really work in this niche, or this very lucrative niche, I might add. It's been my favorite real estate investing niche for a decade. Then be sure to go over and check out my course, Probate Investing Simplified. And you can do that just by typing in probateinvestingcourse.com. So probateinvestingcourse.com. And that will take you to the page which will show you have two ways, you know, to join me in this working with probates course that we're getting ready to start here shortly. You can invest in the course, and then along with that there will be a regular Q&A. So that's one way to do it. The second way that you can do it is to get the course and join me in the boardroom. And all the details are there on the page. So I'll put the link below, but be sure and check it out. Don't look over this niche because you think there's something odd about working in the niche. You think it's a little bit creepy or whatever, because these people need help. They have a problem. They have a house they don't want, and you are a problem solver. So if you have any questions that I can answer, just you can leave them here, and I'll be happy to get back with you. And thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.